Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Legos by Scott here, and just for your information, this video has spoilers on the movie Star Wars The Last Jedi. So I'll repeat that again. It has spoilers for The Last Jedi movie. So if you haven't seen it, or you just don't want to hear any spoilers, now would be the time to stop. Alright? So, basically what I just want to do, guys, is do a quick video on just some of my general thoughts about the movie. I actually just saw it about an hour ago, so it's pretty fresh in my mind. And then the other thing I wanted to do was I'm actually going to look through my holiday catalog, and I just kind of wanted to go through the Lego sets and kind of see, now that I've seen the movie, just kind of see how accurate or inaccurate they are to the actual movie. That's something I always do before I'm buying sets, especially with Star Wars and sets that are based off movies. I like to see how accurate they are. So, first thoughts on the movie, guys. I liked it. Okay, it was a good movie. I know probably listening to me, you're going to listen to me talk here, and you're going to think that I don't like it. But I do like it. It was a really good movie. I've always liked Star Wars, and this movie has not changed that. I know a lot of people are, not liking Disney now or whatnot because of the movie. I still like Disney. I'm still a huge Star Wars fan by all means. But there's definitely a couple things that by the end of the movie I was kind of shaking my head about. And the first one is the character Snoke. Okay, we go into episode 7, and Snoke seems like a really, really big deal, right? A character with a lot of mystery behind him, someone that's gonna, kind of shock us with his backstory. And we see a lot more of him in episode 8, which is great, but his death, like I said, spoilers, guys, spoilers, his death is, I don't know, it's just really, it's interesting. I really like that scene. With Kylo and Rey working together. It's a really great scene. But just the whole idea of having Snoke in the movie, it just doesn't make any sense. The guy comes in, he's supposed to be the super important character, and we really don't learn anything about him, and he's killed. So it's like, okay, so there's a wasted, kind of another Darth Maul kind of a moment, if I can connect those two, sort of. So I was kind of confused about Snoke. The other big spoiler, I guess, is Luke's death. Now, I don't think that they necessarily did a terrible job with it, but I mean, Luke Skywalker is, he's the last Jedi, and I mean, he's a god to a lot of people. Star Wars has a huge fan base. I grew up not, even though the prequels, I guess, were in my time frame, my lifetime as a child, I didn't really watch those. I watched the original films, and The Empire Strikes Back is still my favorite film, and Luke Skywalker is, a childhood hero and still is a hero to me today. And his death just, I don't know, it just doesn't do him justice. He's such an important character, and his death or his kind of fading away, I forget what it's called, but for Jedi, it's just, I don't know, it wasn't good enough for me as a person. Like, it wasn't good enough for me as a fan. And then, kind of the last thing I kind of have with a complaint with the movie is there's no overall gain, okay? Especially for the Resistance, okay? There's a lot of conflict going on. A lot of really good conflict, especially at the start of the movie. I thought it was really, really good, and then the battle on Crate at the end was really, really good. But there's no gain for the Resistance, and you have the Resistance doesn't gain, and the First Order is still just as strong as they were before. It just seems like the whole kind of movie was, I don't know, it didn't really develop anything major for me. So I don't know. Those are just kind of my couple quick points. I really liked it. Like I said, the start was really, really awesome. I loved the Porgs. I loved a lot of the new characters. I thought Rey was super good in this. Poe Dameron was super good in the movie. I really liked having Luke in it for more than 20 seconds like in The Force Awakens. But I definitely can see some of the reasons why a lot of people are kind of mad at this movie. All right? So those are my general thoughts. Now let's take a look at the Lego sets. We'll start out with Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. Now, this set, I kind of wasn't really whatever about. Like, I could kind of care less if I get it. But after watching the movie, after seeing this thing in action, Lego did a really good job of kind of getting it really accurate. And it's actually a pretty sweet set and a pretty sweet ship. I would not be surprised if I see myself getting that one day. Flip over here to the BB-8. Obviously, this is the kind of Ultimate Collector Series / not Ultimate Collector Series BB-8, and I don't know, I mean, like, it's BB-8, we've seen them before. This is a really awesome set. I'm hoping to get it for Christmas. So yeah, I don't really have any, ideas about that for the movie, per se. Okay, now we flip down here to the First Order Heavy Assault Walker. You do see these at the end of the movie, and yeah, I mean, I think they did an overall pretty good job. Obviously, it's not minifigure scale; it would be a lot bigger. But overall, they do a pretty good job. I think the minifigures that they include with it are, pretty good representation of where the film is at that point. And this is a pretty nice set. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I mean, the only reason I really want it is because of that Rey minifigure. But there'll be other sets that have Rey, and I'll just wait it out. Now, the set that I really, really liked, and I really thought the Lego did a good job of representing it, is actually the Resistance Bomber. Now, I know the price on this guy, especially here in Canada, is not very good at $140, but the 5 minifigures that you get in here are awesome, and the movie starts out with these bombers, and these things are awesome, man. I love them so much. I think that was such a really cool part of the movie. I love bombers and old World War II bombers, and this thing reminded me of that, and I really like this set. I'm definitely going to try to get this one day. I don't know when, but definitely try to get it, and I think Lego did a really good job of kind of getting in the main features, that you can drop the bombs, which are also circular spheres in the movie. You've got the turrets back here, the main turret up here, the cockpit, like everything about it. It's obviously not minifigure scale, but it's super, super good representation of the movie. So I'm definitely going to try and get that. Okay, we'll start out with the big one here, the First Order Star Destroyer. It's definitely good. Good, I like it. I know people have done reviews on it before, so I'm not going to do another review, but I think Lego did a pretty good job of it, obviously. They did a good job of the size that they had. I like the interior of it, especially like the command bridge. That looks very similar to what you see in the movie. The thing that's kind of confusing for me, if I'm getting this correctly, is that Supreme Leader Snoke comes in this ship, but his actual ship in the movie is different than this. It's a different style, different look. So that, I think I might be getting that correct. I think so. So that kind of confuses me. All right, but whatever. But I think it was pretty good. Like I said, that part kind of confuses me. I don't know if Lego was just including him in this set just to have him as a minifigure. And so it seems like it could be that. Down here in the bottom left, the First Order Heavy Scout Walker. I honestly don't really remember seeing this in the movie. I know it's from the Battle of Crete, I guess. Or Crete, whatever, but I don't really remember seeing them. I feel like I might have seen them, but I don't know. It's either that I didn't see it, or that Lego's interpretation of it was just really inaccurate. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't really like this set to begin with. I think it's way overpriced, and I don't really like how it functions that well, so I won't be getting it anyways, but yeah. And then we also have the Resistance Transport Pod. For the little bit that you do see of the outside of this ship especially, it seems like Lego did a really good job. Like, they almost did a perfect job. Lego could have added more to the interior of this, but based off the size constraint that Lego did, they were able to add a really good interior to this thing for the most part. So really happy with what they did with that. So yeah, and I believe, yeah, that's all of them. I'm not going to look at the buildable figures. I'm not really too interested in those, but yeah, for the most part, guys, Lego did a pretty good job. Like I said, the Resistance Bomber is definitely my favorite set. I wish the price was a bit lower, but definitely be picking up that. And you know what, guys, if you haven't seen the movie, I know a lot of people are kind of, they're hating on it, but I still recommend go and see it. Don't build your opinion off of what others say. You go and see it. You can build off your own opinion. And yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Maybe you don't like it, but don't give up on Star Wars. I mean, I'm a true Star Wars fan. I always will be, and it inspired me to get into Lego, and it keeps me in Lego here and there, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So go see the movie. Leave your comments below what you guys actually thought about the movie, if you've seen it, or if you're going to see it soon, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in,